Okay then guys, time for my first ever review. Welcome to the party. So we're looking at the EMG International paired with Taran Tactical Innovations Sand Viper today. For any of you that are unaware, this is kind of the, I suppose you could say, the sister gun of the handgun used in John Wick. So that was the Pit Viper. This, as you can tell on the other side of it, is the Sand Viper. Only difference between the two models is quite simple. The Pit Viper is black with copper accents, so that would be these bits here and these bits with inside the inner barrel, whereas the Sand Viper is the other way around, copper all over with black accents, as you can see. Also as well, another noticeable difference is this comes with a RMR plate for optical attachment, for optics attachments. So if you guys want to slap an optic on there, you can on this one. You'd have to do a little bit more work on the Pit Viper to get the same utility, but that comes with built-in optics. This one doesn't, so it's up to you really. Now, what's in the box is quite simple. You get a magazine. It comes with it's an extended mag, comes with a custom base plate. We'll get onto that a little bit later. And the gun itself, you also get two plates at the top of the gun. Like I said, for the optics, you get this one, which is just designed to make it look seamless and smooth. And you get another one, which you actually attach your optics to, the RMR plate. Otherwise, that's pretty much everything you get in the gun. You get a few extra tools. I think you get an Allen key and stuff like that too. That is pretty much everything. Now, to go into the features of the gun, okie dokes, so the features of the Sand Viper are what you get in this package here. So really simply, it is a standard high capper gun. It is Tokyo Marui standard, which means that you guys can whack any modifications that are TM compatible into this gun. Wouldn't be sure about slide replacements. You'd have to do a bit more research on that than I have, but everything else you can stick Maple Leaf, Crazy Jet, hop-up units straight into these guys there, plug and play, no problem at all. For the top half of the gun, obviously we do have a slide that locks back when magazine is empty, and a non-ambidextrous side release. The whole gun is not ambidextrous, unfortunately, but as a lefty, I found that my fingers are actually exactly where they need to be for the mag release, and for the slide release, no problem at all. So don't worry if you're left-handed. You do have an ambidextrous safety though, which is quite funny. So once the gun's cocked, you guys can just slide this bit up at the back. That stops you being able to do anything. Okay, makes the gun completely safe. And down, makes it able to fire. For the front of the gun, again, you've got the built-in muzzle brake. Looks pretty awesome. At the end of that, you've also got a threaded barrel threaded outer barrel, allows you guys to attach any silencers or tracer units on there as well. Working our way down the gun, trigger pull's really nice on this. Extended mag release. This extended mag release is massive. Some people have had issues with it. Really simple. It is removable. Ta-da! Suddenly, it's a lot more flush. If you're really savvy, you could just put a little replacement cap on the end of that wasn't as high up. But that is fully removable to make it a little bit shorter if that's what you want. Oh, and that, working the way down to the very bottom of the gun, you do have a flared magwell. The only beef I have, which definitely get this marked down, the magwell is not actually lined up with the extended or flared magwell, which means that you're not going to have a smooth input of the magazine. You are going to get caught on these lips. There's no functionality to these lips though, so if you were tech savvy and or DIY savvy, should I say, you could Dremel all these parts out and make it flat and smooth. Otherwise, from that, it's a pretty solid gun for what you get for your money. Teardown super easy, standard high capper teardown on this too. So again, you're just pushing out the slide release and the whole thing will come off. And again, pretty easy maintenance on this gun too. Okie dokes. So on to the magazine. Now the magazine's where I get beef with this, have a bit of beef with this gun or this package, because this is the standard magazine that's supplied with the gun. All of the EMG specific kind of Sand Viper additional mags you can buy are all black. all of the ones that you get in the box are silver, so they don't match. So your extra mags are not going to match your standard ones. All of the pictures online will show us pictures of this exact magazine, but it's in black with the same base plate. Now, bit of a hack that I found out working with DK Armaments, which is the nearest shop to me, is that they have the EMG STI International DVC3 mags, which are identical, absolutely the same. They are about £34 compared to the £50 price tag on the actual Sandviper mags that you can buy off of EMG. And then all you've got to do is get yourself some extra base plates. Now you'll notice between these two base plates, they're slightly different. This is higher quality, this one is not as high quality. So what you're getting in the package, you look, I've caught the lip a little bit, feeding green gas into there. That paint comes off super easy, not had any issues with this one at all. You actually see a little dent here, no paint chipping whatsoever. I dropped it on the floor. Again, that's exactly what you want to see. This is tough and hard wearing. This is also the cheaper option, and I think higher quality. This one here is the much more expensive, but I think cheaper quality items. So when you do get your additional mags, again, I probably suggest getting the GSTI International magazines and buying your own base plates. These are from Jag Arms, I think, and they are from the alternate version of the Sandviper, one that's released previous to this. Just much nicer. You can buy the base plates separately. You can even just keep standard base plates on your mags too. You don't have to switch them over, only if you want them to match. So yes, so I've got a few of these. But yeah, that's the only beef with these. They're 28 rounds, great capacity, have had no issue with misfeeds or not getting through the whole mag without there being gas issues. So super duper efficient, amazing magazines as well. So on to pros and cons. I would say the only real cons of this are the mags that they come with, the fact that they are this silver colour. Again, most people are going to want black mags. I don't want these bright silver ones. And also, again, that base plate, just the paint coming off or chipping, that's a big issue. Definitely would say that's a big con. That's going to be the main thing. Obviously, some people are a bit fussy with the mag release being quite big, but it's perfect for me because I'm left-handed. I'm not going to catch it by accident. My fingers actually fit around this perfectly. And then obviously, every gun's going to get marked down that isn't ambidextrous. I know the one in real life isn't, but again, you know, at least give us the option to flip things over or flip them round to the other side, so you can have that option. That's just the lefty in me shouting out loud. As far as it goes, for one other little con here, this is the plate you get given to attach optics to your pistol. This is perfect for running some optics, but it makes other optics impossible. So actually, when we were in the store at DK Armaments, we went through a few different optics to try and see what would fit. So there are a lot of standard red dots that do fit on these, micro red dots, but you need to make sure that your red dot has these two little lumps on the bottom for it to go into. If it doesn't have these two little lumps, it will not fit onto this plate, which means it will not mount onto this gun. And 2 of the 3 optics we looked at didn't fit, and only one of them did, which means that are you going to have compatibility issues? Maybe not. Maybe we were just unlucky and that's what they had in stock, or that's what they had there and it just simply didn't line up with this particular pistol. But it could mean that you've got a wider issue on your hands, that if you don't have these little lumps, you're going to be a little bit knackered there. But otherwise, I've had no issues at all with this pistol. I suppose another con you could also say as well is that magwell issue with there being not lining up there, like I mentioned earlier. Pros of this: super high quality, super durable for what you're getting in this package as well, and for the quality and the fact that it's all metal apart from obviously the grip, is actually a decent weight. Again, you've got lots and lots of cuts out of the slide to make it particularly light. This does not wobble around, it does not flail about as I'm moving, which is fantastic. It's exactly what we want to avoid. The other pros about this as well is that from what we've tried so far, it's super duper accurate, very snappy and responsive. Obviously, like, because it's a semi-automatic gas pistol, its fire rate is as fast as your finger can move, and again, had no issues about it having gas efficiency issues or the cooldown effect taking too much of a toll on this gun. So absolutely fantastic piece of kit. I would definitely recommend it. As far as it goes for final verdict on this, I would definitely say it's going to be a solid 8 out of 10. Now, the reason we're going to give it an 8 out of 10 is you're losing a mark for the mag, and then most likely for me a mixture of the base plate cheapness and the magwell. I definitely say you're losing another mark. I'm not going to mark them down about the ambidextrous kind of lack of thereof, because again, it's not on the real gun, it's just a left-handed person, me being picky. I'm allowed to be. But yeah, the mag and definitely the mag, the base plate and the flare magwell definitely going to knock some points off there. There's some improvement that could be had. Otherwise from that, definitely would recommend. This gun can range anywhere between 230 and 260 pounds. There's a lot of retailers out there that don't have this currently. It's sold out pretty much everywhere. Definitely would recommend it. The only thing I will say is make sure that you're going to get a compatible pistol holster for it. As far as I'm aware, it does work with Deadly Customs Crydex high kappa holsters well. It also, I've got the Warrior Systems Universal holster, and that works incredibly well too, and I'll do a review for that at some point in the future. Otherwise from that, leave any questions you might have in the comments and I will try and get to them in due course, and hopefully I will bring you some footage of this in use in the future. Bye for now.